I smell pretty good sometimes.
But not today
Maybe tomorrow.
when I shower. Oh yeah.
I guess I'm really
Epson, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's just have that be the whole
I feel like
thing.
I need to face you more. I feel like I'm facing away from you.
All right, let's get this shit started. Hunter? Oh, my bad.
Where the fuck am I right
Or what's going on? What's going on in your life, Hunter?
now? Moving around a lot, touring with Missoula Children's Theater. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, just kind of going everywhere. Which is fun. Like,
Mhm.
you know, it's gonna be busy, but it's like I feel like nothing's real in a way.
Has anything like spooky happened to you while you've been traveling on the road, like going from place to place? Is anything like, have you been attacked or like stalked or anything crazy?
Not attacked yet. We did I think I mentioned this to you before, but we experienced Nardo Land. So we get reports from the people who went to the towns the year before us, kind of give you an update on like what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, go to Nardo Land.
Nardo Land is a crazy name
I know.
for a town.
But then, so we looked it up because we like to try to map out some of the places we're going to check out while we're there,
Yeah.
and it's not on the map. It's nowhere. And so we were like, I guess we're not going. We won't go to Nardo Land, whatever. And we were driving to a hike one day, and we take like a weird side like street, and we find Nardo Land, like the big sign. It's like Nardo Land here, and it's like these tall bushes, so you can't really see into it. But
Free hugs.
yeah, like it looks like a small amusement park thing.
Yeah.
And so we were like, well, we may never find it again, so we should stop and go to Nardo
Let's
Land.
go to Nardo Land.
So we pull in, and it's just a bunch of old, rusty metal. Like, there's like an old McDonald's drive-through sign, and all the buildings look like old-timey gas stations, but like covered in rust. Like, there's fake gas pumps and everything, but there's no people. And so we were like, what is this? Why did the past people tell us to come here?
Do they hate us? Are they gonna kill us?
Literally.
Here?
And so then this guy walks out of one of the gas stations and looks just shocked to find us there. And he was like, have you been invited? And I was like, we have to be invited? What? And he was like, this is a residency. So we trespassed on accident.
That is horrifying.
Trespass with good intentions.
Yeah.
We were there for fun.
Just there to hang out.
Just there to vibe,
with
really.
Nardo.
I should have told him yes, because I think that's how you ask if someone's in a cult without asking if someone's in a cult.
True.
Have you been invited?
Have you
That's
been
not how I would
invited?
ask if someone should be in my
Yeah.
house. Like I'm not like, have you been invited?
Have
I'm
you
like,
been
get out of my
invited?
house. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, that's what happened when you showed up here to stay with us for a week.
Yeah.
You walked up. I was like, have you been invited?
And I was like,
You're like, yeah, actually.
yeah. I
This is
showed
not
my
Nardo.
little, I did the secret little hand signal, and you were like, he's in. Yeah. Did my little chant, sacrificed a rabbit, and we're here. Yeah. You can't say that. Now
You
everybody
can't
knows. We
no.
have to change the
Oh,
password.
I'm so sorry. It's a whole thing to change too, because it's
Yeah.
like you have to go to the Elvish speak and all that.
Elvish
so it's gonna
speak.
take a long time. Well, I'm glad you didn't get killed in Nardo Land.
Me too.
Nardo Land sucks.
Yeah, we did feel like dirty the rest of the day, and like we both showered after, and it was like the soul still had nard in it or
Yeah, you
something.
couldn't get the nard out.
Yeah. Nard was still a part of us. and-
Bleach can't get the nard out.
No.
I narded everywhere.
I
It got
narded
over my
everywhere.
shit.
It was bad, dude. It was. But you live and you learn.
I caught a little nard on the way.
Yep, got some in my eye. It was terrible, dude. It was horrible.
That's brutal.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you survived that. Now you're here doing this.
Now I'm here.
Doing this.
Doing this now.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Thank you
Hunter,
for having me here, Dallas.
I'm Alex. You are,
I'm Hunter.
and we met by coincidence like 4-ish years ago
Yeah.
at school,
At school.
the old college,
The old ladder.
the old hunting grounds,
Yeah.
the old adder, which we get to look at every day because we live across the street right
yeah.
now.
Walking out.
It's
There it
really
is.
sad to just see a dead school.
The corpse of what was.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad.
It is really weird. It is really weird.
Which, yeah. All right.
All right.
The first question I've always asked everyone so far
Mhm.
is, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Ooh. Happy. But
For real.
I guess I want to be comfortable, like stable in what I'm doing or who I am. Because you feel like you're always learning who you are and what you want to do.
Yeah.
And so I think, yeah, stable in the sense of acting for sure. Like I think I know I want to perform and act. Like that's just the thing. Whether that's teaching or like even stage managing or production design, who knows? Like, but anything around performing and acting and stuff. Because it's really cool. And the more that I've like branched out from just strictly acting, I'm like, whoa, the other parts I am actually interested in. I always thought I was like actor only, and I was like, I won't like the other stuff. But the more I teach or direct or write or anything, like I'm like, this is really, really cool. And it feels like a different job. That was my bomb. I'm sorry.
What?
But like it feels like a different job, but just as enjoyable. So it's like a nice break from like the monotony of doing like one thing. It's like I like acted a whole bunch. It's like, why don't I try doing something else? And it's still in the same world, and they all lend to each other. So, and I think I like that, being able to jump between all that stuff.
Yeah.
But up in the performing world, I guess would be my answer.
Yeah.
In some degree.
A comfortable like stability within the performing world as much as possible.
Yeah, stability, but not inherently monotony. Not inherently the same thing every day.
Yeah.
But being like, there's always going to be something coming up next, and I think learning to be comfortable with the fact it's never the same. Because I think I've learned that just doing the same thing over and over every day just kind of isn't for me.
Yeah.
But I think I'm still also at the same time getting used to being okay with that as well. Because, it's like you either have the same thing every day and it's a stable job, or you don't. And sometimes, you really got to work to find the next thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, being more okay with that.
Because you're not only like you're traveling all over the U.S. to do shows, and not only like, and you were doing that beforehand because you've been in LA, you've been in New York, you're in Virginia for a while. It's like you're in Texas. Like you're really good at being able to basically like jump and experience and like learn from those experiences and not like stick and just be stuck.
Yeah.
You're really good at just being able to, which is something I admire, because a lot of people I think have a hard time with going and just doing something new and jumping into something new. But it's cool to see you get to go do all that and experience all the different kind of theater gigs. But you're also probably just learning a lot about all of that side of theater, the traveling side of it. So.
No, thank you. Yeah, it is that whole thing of like every time I do it again, it's still just as terrifying as the first time. It's like, I don't know anybody, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the grocery store is.
Yeah.
So it's like, but there is kind of like this sense of every time it's like a cool, like fresh start. Like none of these people know who I am. So it's like I get to go to this place and be like, you know what? Like one thing that I love to do is every new place I pick a habit that I want to break. And so this contract, it's biting my nails. And so I'm like, I'm not going to bite my nails anymore, or like I'm working. So
how's it going?
Not awesome, as you can tell from my beautiful nails. But better than it has been.
Yeah.
Which is progress.
That's pretty good.
And so, but yeah, like that's one thing I try to do. That's fun. But then also I feel like this goes for everybody. Like who you are, like is affected by kind of who you're around. And so then that's also a really weird thing of like you're with an entirely new people, an entirely new place.
Yeah.
So you feel different too.
Yeah.
And that was like a crisis I had where I was like, well, who actually am I though? Like if I'm completely different every time I'm with someone else, like who is me?
The OG? Yeah.
Like am I just mimicking what I think they want to see, or am I just like multifaceted?
The code switch thing.
Like friend group A, friend group B.
Yeah.
But I think what I've come to find is like I mean you're all those people. and as long as you're not doing it strictly for the sake of them, it's just like you're gonna act different in different circumstances. Like you can't swim in the air and you can't walk in the water. I mean, you can, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, we probably figure it out.
Yeah, I think
we could try. We could try. We could try it out. Get a magic carpet.
But yeah, so it's very cool. It's really, really cool. And disorienting at the same time. But then like trying to get used to or comfortable being uncomfortable. Because that's a really fast way you can grow, is just like throw yourself into something that you have no idea anything and adapt, and figure it out and have bad days.
Oh yeah. And right now you're performing for mostly kids, right? So that's got to be a whole, you're performing with helping them
performing like with,
but you're working with kids a lot, and that can be a whole crazy thing to learn too. So.
Very, very different. For sure. But also like ironically, just as like I'm learning just as much working with kids than I have work with like people my age. Like you're a role model, like whether you want to be or not, like, whether you're teaching high schoolers or first graders, like the kids could hate you and you're still a role model. Like you're whether that's the sense of them learning what they don't want to be or learning what they do, like they do look up to you in the sense of like you have done these things before and they haven't. So it's like this cool, like, whoa, like I am doing the thing that I used to want to do, and now I'm the person who kind of is supposed to know everything. And so that's like a really cool, like, whoa, I do know stuff. Like because it's really easy to be like, I'm doing it, but I don't really know stuff. But you go into a community, some of these communities have never done theater in their lives. Like the next place we're going to, this is the first time we're there. They don't have a theater program. There's 40 kids in the school total.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so they've never done theater. They want to. They see, videos on Instagram or things like that, and they want it, but their community can't do it. And they finally got enough to hire Missoula to come out. And so this is going to be like almost all of their first theatrical experience.
That's crazy.
And so like, while that is intimidating, I gotta really
no
make
pressure,
but it's also like, and I truly believe like there is sort of a really cool general like magic around performing in theater. Like you really don't have to try very hard to make it what it is.
It's already magical. Just all getting it put together and stuff. So
like the show can just be so rocky and like nobody can know their lines and whatever, and you will still go away and be like, but we did that. But we went out there and we didn't know anything. We did it anyway. Or you can go out and the show is incredible and everyone knows their lines and it's the same thing. It's like there's a certain sense to tackling something like that and doing it scared. And I think that's a big thing around theater and even like sports or all those like performative stuff. Not saying sports is performative, but you know what I mean.
It's all rigged. We know what happens.
We know it.
We have the playbooks in LA. They hand it out.
We know. I already placed my bets. I'm winning $1,000 tomorrow.
Only 1,000 million.
I kept it low. But yeah, it's like this sense of like I'm scared. I feel like I can't, and I'm gonna do it anyway. And so then there's a kind of this triumph over like the self at the end, where you're like, I did it. Whether it was perfect, whether it was great, whether it was whatever, we did it. Especially because it's only in 1 week. You know, it's like it's gonna be what it is, and it's a lot of their first times. And they like one thing I have to get used to is all the like lingo, like blocking or crossing or stage right, stage left. They don't know that, and so I have to start there. Like I'm starting all the way there and being like, all right, these are basic definitions of stuff. But it's cool. It's so fun to get to do stuff like that. And be that for people.
Do you feel old when you do it?
Teaching
kids.
I had a kid. They asked me, they were like, how old are you? And like really emphasized you. And
rude.
I was like,
That's
what?
so rude.
And I went 20 and I didn't even finish it. And they were like, what? And I was like, never mind. We're keeping it at 20. That's where it is.
I don't need to get age shamed for being 20. That's crazy.
But also you got to think like some of these kids I'm working with were born during COVID.
What?
Yeah. Like some of them, like, cause we work with 5-year-olds. We work with 6-year-olds. Like they were born like COVID. Like that's when these kids were born. They didn't even experience it. They were They
I
were, you know,
what happened to time,
I have
dude?
no clue. That was because that's the thing that blew my mind. I was talking to one of the kids. I forget where we were talking about, but I was like, when were you born? And they were like 2020. And I was like, are you out of your mind? How? First of all, how dare you
How dare you?
say that to me?
Dude, they missed so much being born in 20.
Yeah, honestly, you're behind.
They missed Harambe. They
The big
missed
one.
Here Come Dat Boy. Do you remember that?
I do.
They missed that's about it, honestly.
Harambe though, that's a big
Harambe
one.
was huge. They missed the Chef Boyardee commercials where the can fell on the floor and rolled. They missed Zoo Plates or Zoo Pals. You remember Zoo Pals?
Yeah, Zoo Pals. They missed those silly bands.
Oh,
that got banned.
did you have the silly band like black market thing?
At my school,
At your
yeah.
school?
I never participated because, I signed the DARE thing, and I think those were drugs probably.
Yeah, well, it was in the same world,
yeah,
honestly.
adjacent.
You could probably smoke a silly band.
You really wanted to,
Yeah.
I think you could manage it.
I'm not to my silly band. I put up my crack pipe.
Yo, I got a tiger one right here.
No way.
Dude, those hit so hard.
It's like a 4-hour high. I'm in 3rd grade doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I think we were 5th or 6th grade when silly bands were a huge thing.
Mhm.
But there were kids that lost circulation on their wrists because of how many silly
because there were
bands they
so
had.
many.
And yeah, there was literally like an underground trading scheme going on, and they had to shut down silly bands at our school.
Wow.
It was like the fidget spinners. Do you remember those too?
Fidget spinners. Slap bracelets were a thing at mine too.
Oh,
those,
yeah.
like, slap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to get rid of those because people would just play with them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Fidget
Yeah.
spinners, yeah.
It's wild that like that happens at like a elementary school
Yeah.
level, like the stuff like that.
The things that like become a problem.
Yeah.
And now it's 6-7, and you can't take that away from people.
No, yeah.
That's just a thing you
that's
can
just,
do now.
we have to ride through it like it's a plague.
I know. I started doing
to
it
get
first,
through.
and I was like, it'll make it uncool if I walk in.
Oh,
and
that's a
make the
good
6-7
idea,
joke.
actually.
It did make it uncool.
Yeah, it really, because I feel like if you introduce it as the gross adult guy,
Yeah, it's
thing,
like the grown up. They're like,
Yeah.
ew. No, they
They're
thought
like,
it was rad as hell. They
oh,
got so hyped,
no.
and I was like, oh,
It did not work.
because like I made it worse because now I'm allied with you.
We fucked up.
I told my my tour partner, I was like, I'm gonna do it and it's gonna be uncool, and she was
Yeah.
like, that's not gonna work, and I was like, it's totally gonna work, trust me. And I did it at auditions, and they all like lost they like turn into wild animals, like they're like
Ugh.
cheering like I just announced their freedom, like I like
Man.
that they have been released from jail.
That's just
And yeah, so then it took like 10 minutes to get us back to the auditions, and she was like, I told you, and I was like, you did them.
I also just realized that I'm not using a freaking. You have the.
Oh, I have
you-
a coaster.
You have a coaster.
oh my
I don't have a
gosh.
coaster.
Is there here? You
Yeah,
can
please.
use my phone.
Can I use your phone?
Yeah,
That was close.
that was a close one.
So close.
We barely caught it.
I
It
also have
almost-
really bad jittery hands today, so I'm sorry if I pour coffee all over your phone.
Oh,
I
you're
hope it's not
totally
a
good.
big deal. Do
My
you need
phone
this?
does better with coffee on it. It wakes
Oh,
it up.
cool. Hey, me too.
It's got a magnet on the back that I forget until it gets stuck to something. I set it on the washer and I couldn't get it off. I was literally like,
Hey man, I need that.
the lady next to me was so confused. I was trying to grab it. I couldn't get it off. Like, I was having to slide it to the edge so I could get it off. And she's like staring at me like,
She's
what is this mime joke?
I
you're
just
doing?"
smoked like 6 silly bands. I
Dude.
can't comprehend what's happening right now.
I'm 6 silly bands deep. Do you know how silly I am right now?
I'm so fucking
I'm
silly right now.
silly and in a band.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
All right. I gotta ask you.
Okay.
You're on the road, so you're traveling a lot, and it's keeping you busy.
Yeah.
But what are you currently obsessed with?
Ooh.
Like it could be. People have talked about like a rabbit hole YouTube video thing. People have talked about like
Mm-hmm.
a video game. This is shaking like crazy. I think I'm gonna put this down. Sorry,
Valid.
lantern.
Dang, no decor. Well, we
Goodbye.
still have.
Still
It's
got
lovely.
plant. I'll use this.
Hey,
now I don't have to
no
pour
coffee,
coffee
on
on your
the
phone.
no coffee on the no coffee on the
No
phone.
coffee on the phone.
So for one, I think hiking, because that's a nice way. We got this really cool piece of advice from our trainer where she was like, this job is really easy to kind of just like take over your whole life. You know, like you can always be prepping for the next day and, forget to do literally anything personal. Which I felt, this last week where it was like, I wake up, I prep for whatever we're doing that day, rehearsal, auditions or something, and then I do it, and then afterwards I'm prepping for the next day, and
Mhm.
it's just like I never clock out. Like you
Yeah.
go home, and
Yeah.
especially because you're staying in places you've never been, so it's
Yeah.
like I'm just working all the time.
Mhm.
Like this is just work. And so she gave us the cool advice where it was like every week make time to go on one hike, go to one restaurant and one cafe. She's like at least every single week.
Mhm. That's good.
And we did that last week, and it really did make like a huge difference.
Yeah.
Like it was like crazy how like literally a couple hours 2 times a week
Yeah.
can like really make you feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
more grounded.
Yep.
But no, hiking is awesome. And you can do it everywhere. Like
Mhm.
you literally can be in the smallest town ever, and
Mhm.
you can still hike.
Yeah.
Like whether that's just walking around.
Yeah, it might be a
like,
Walmart, but
yeah, might be
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I really like enjoyed that and just like taking pictures of wherever I am.
Mhm.
But also Wizard 101, man. Wizard 101, not a
Oh,
sponsor.
but they could be.
They could be.
That'd be really cool.
It came out on console in like October,
Mhm.
and I played it so much. And
What's your type again? What's your wizard type?
I'm a fire wizard right now, and
Yeah.
I think I just got to like I'm trying to remember what level I am. I think I'm in like 90 or something. Like
Whoa.
I'm up there.
Is it like GTA level? Like you have to kind of work at it to get up the levels, or is it kind of like?
I mean, like if you do the like campaign and like side quests, like you level up
Mhm.
decently.
Mhm.
But like I have like 200 hours in the game right now, and I'm not even like at the halfway
And this
point.
game came out when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy that it's still around.
Well, they've like really updated it, and they still update it really consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, they just ported it over to console.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the reason I love it is the nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at that phase in my life where I'm like, you start your life and you're like, I love this stuff, and then it's like the dark ages, and then you're like, I like this stuff.
Yeah.
You start feeling better.
I went through hell, but we have Wizard 101.
Yeah, but Wizard 101, and then
Yeah.
like Sly Cooper on the PS2,
Yeah.
like I've been really hitting that.
Yep.
Temple
Temple Run.
Run,
I played
Fruit
that the other day.
Ninja.
Fruit Ninja. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, and then reading. So hiking, Wizard 101 specifically, and reading. I've been reading Stormlight Archives by Brandon
nice.
Sanderson, and
Yeah.
there's only like 20,000 pages, so not a lot of
It's not
content.
bad.
Not a lot of content.
That's like a dictionary.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
an hour,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Pretty much.
a good hour of
Dude, you
reading.
could probably read through the Dire Wimpy Kid books in like 3 seconds if that takes
Yeah.
an hour.
I mean, I look at the book and I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
I read the cover and I judge it.
Well, I mean, I do judge a book by its
I do
cover.
judge a book by its cover.
It's a mindset thing.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
absolutely judge it by a cover.
And I hate to say I do.
Oh, like a literal book?
I
Yeah.
do. I
Yeah.
look at the cover and I'm like, am I messing with this? or
I
not?
mean, yeah, it's like the thumbnail of a YouTube video.
Yeah. Like maybe
You look at
I
it-
will read the inside, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a sucker for.
You like reading the copyright page to see what's going on there. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite part of a book.
Oh yeah, there's drama.
It's like, whoa.
Every book's got drama.
This book came out in 2013. Did you ever read the book Frindle?
Frindle? No, I
This is
didn't.
the book about the guy that makes up the word Frindle to call a pen, and he gets everybody to call a pen a Frindle.
No.
Yeah.
Is it real or
Yeah.
just fantasy?
No, it's well, it's a real book, but it's
What?
not fantasy. It happened.
So it is a real book and it's not fantasy.
Yeah. Wait. Yes. Wait. Yes. It's like modern day, but 2013. So I guess it's now a period piece.
Now it's a don't say that about 2013.
It's true, though.
2013 being
over-
a period
It's
piece.
over 10 years ago. Isn't
13.
that insane?
13.
Sorry,
years
most
ago.
of this I think podcast is gonna be dedicated to us going. Isn't that crazy?
That's
that this
true.
is this old.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy? It does feel weird though as you get older that the things that you thought were, just part of your childhood are now just like not even existent. Like,
Yeah.
what were we talking about? That some of the kids you taught don't even know Shrek.
They don't know Madagascar or Shrek.
So messed
No,
up.
more of them know Shrek though.
That's
More,
good.
Shrek is held up. Madagascar, no clue. I do the Mort voice,
Ah.
and they don't I look like a weirdo. I'm like King Julian, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
That's just sad. Okay, so you are currently running around teaching kids,
Yeah.
but what has been one of your greatest teachers in life? Not,
Ooh.
it doesn't have to be a person. It could be, but what's like something in your life that's taught you a lot?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. My greatest teachers. I think it's probably would have to be like getting my ass kicked. Yeah, like not in the like literal sense.
Yeah, welcome to LA. You
Yeah,
guys.
I went outside and beat my ass, and I was like, you know what? I learned a lot.
Yeah.
No, but in the sense of like failing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like really missing the mark, and then learning how to cope with that, and learning, you know, instead of being like the world sucks, everything's against me, you know, fuck this, fuck that, you know, being like, okay, you know, I failed really hard.
Yeah.
Why? You know, what did I do? You know, it's not always the world. And you know, sometimes it is just wrong place, wrong time, or luck or whatever. But you know, a lot of times like there is something you could have done. And so taking like that guilt away of like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, this and that.
Yeah.
And instead just being like, you know, not from like an emotionless standpoint, but from like, you know, a factual place of like, all right, cool, what could I have done better?
Yeah.
And so, you know, like really just getting hit hard by whatever it is, a denial or you know, like me going out to New York and it just not working, and all that time out there where I kind of just spiraled and was like, the world sucks, it's not me. And finally coming to the conclusion of, dude, it is. Life is perspective.
Yeah.
You have control over your perspective, even if you feel like you don't.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ways you can gain control of that if you lose it. And so, yeah, I think it's kind of falling down and getting back up has definitely taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah.
And I think if someone had told me those things, I would have believed them, but I wouldn't have like taken it to heart.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I would have been like, yeah, I understand, but I think there's a certain thing of really actually going through it on your own rather than someone. It's like, you know, reading a story versus being in a story. Like it's just a very different thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess like life experience.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Just being in the thick of it,
I'm
you know?
Yeah. I'm just in the thick of it. But no, I think it's important, you know, what you did. Not a lot of people actually take the lesson. They go, oh, that sucked, or that was terrible, and just completely miss the whole like, oh wait, why was it terrible? What could I have done? Was it something out of my control? A lot of people don't have the ability to see that, so it's good that you're like, oh, okay, I learned this. Can I change? What did I do wrong? Blah blah blah. Some people just never take the time to actually look at that. And I know a lot of times for me in the past, things would happen and I would agree, be like, oh, life sucks, I didn't do anything wrong. And then I look back later, I'm like, yeah, that was you, brother.
Yeah, dude. Like, or like not even nearly sometimes you did something wrong, but just like, you know, something that there was no way for you to really know until it was over.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, well, now I know. And you know, like your options are to sit there and be like, this is rigged and it's the worst, or to be like, yeah, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And now I do.
Yeah.
So now I won't make that mistake again. Or you can sit there and be like in denial and then make the same mistake again.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you learn from everything. And I really do feel like everything happens for a reason, you know, including the horrible, terrible, bad shit.
Yeah.
And it's up to you if you choose to learn from it and give it a reason that it happened, or if you just let it be a bad thing.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that is a lot harder to be like, this happened for a reason, you know, like senseless, really bad stuff that you're like, how could any good actually come out of this? And I think, you know, sometimes it's up to you to be the good that comes out of it. You know?
And I think luckily, you know, good and bad things happen in seasons. So it's like, you don't always have to stay in that tough spot. You know, you'll eventually get out of it, and then hopefully you get to turn back and learn from it eventually. But yeah.
And you are like kind of the writer of your own story. So it's like bad things can happen, and you can just kind of giggle at it and be like, I'm going to change the genre of this story and instead of a tragedy and make it a goofy little whatever. And, you know, like sometimes all you can do is just laugh at it. Like, that is ridiculous.
That was insane. Yeah. Like what happened to us the other day when we went to the Runyon Canyon,
dude?
and the dude.
Oh my God.
So there was this guy, we had done Runyon Canyon, which is not far from where we live. And we were walking back down, and we were pretty much done with the hike. We were probably like just literally like 2 blocks away from home.
Yeah.
And we're walking, and I hear this
That was good. It was like far away.
And you know, you live in LA, and over time you kind of get desensitized to just horrendous sounds. But there was something about that just it sounded far away, so I felt like I could turn around. Like if it was almost like we were on a safari trip, and the guide was like, "Don't look,
Yeah,
don't look,
do not make
and
eye,
I was like,
eye contact.
"I've got to look," and I thought he was a lot farther, but there was a crackhead like 10 feet away from us,
right behind
just
us.
like kind of giving us the look.
They're
And
like wide eye, like
and he's like, "What?" Like in his eyes, and
Yeah.
I made eye contact with him, and I immediately was like, "Oh no,
oh fuck.
let's keep walking."
Yeah.
And then he just made his way over and started walking next to me and told me my watch looked stupid, and he said, "That watch looks like it'd be worn by someone who's a bitch. You look like a bitch." And then he was like this like scrawny white dude crackhead guy that then got in my face and was like, "You're a bitch," and then he stopped and he was like, "Hey, Nux, man."
We all went to give Nux, right?
Yeah.
Right after he said, "You want to get slapped?"
Oh
and, like,
yeah, did he say that?
He did, because I was standing there and I had this moment because he like was up by you,
Yeah.
and I hit the reverse basketball screen, so he had to walk around
I appreciate
me.
that. That was
So then
nice.
I was like, at least two of us are right next to each other.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
because that's always the thing. I'm like, you want to be with someone else.
Yeah,
Like at least, so then if something does happen, you're right next to each other
Yeah.
rather than separated.
smart.
And so then I like got there, and that's what he said. He's like, "You want to get slapped?" He said like behind me as he was walking around.
Yeah.
And I was like, no
No.
way. We are about to get in a 3v1. I was like, no way. We're going to fucking like get in an altercation
Yeah.
right now. But I hate that stuff on the
Yeah.
street. Because like like literally the most successful way that I have found to deal with stuff like that is to ignore it.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
what I
like-
was trying to do. I was just like, wow, this sidewalk is suddenly very interesting.
Yeah, like and I hate that that's like the most success, because like the more you engage, the more permission they have to engage with you.
Yeah.
And so like that's why like eye contact is like the thing. It's like you look at them and they're like, "I've been spotted. I can talk to this dude," you know, whether they're like you know,
Yeah.
daywalker.
I'm a
Like,
daywalker myself.
but yeah, so it's like, but I hate that because then like this
Yeah.
dude's like yelling at us right there,
Yeah.
and like logically you're like, I want to tell him to stop.
Yeah,
or,
you're
like
like,
get
oh,
him to go away. But
Human to
that's
human. Yeah.
gonna like literally escalate it to violence.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're looking for a fight, or this guy
Yeah,
was not
yeah.
not all the time, but like
Yeah.
this guy was looking for a fight.
Yeah.
And so like that's just the worst feeling to have to sit there and just be like, I guess I'll just take it, like and
Like
just,
like a
good boy."
watch wearing bitch. Like a good
Yeah,
boy.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it sucked.
But he left us alone and threw some nuts at the
He
end.
threw the Nux at the end. He was like, "Oh, my bad, hit that." But in my mind, I was like, "Dude, even if I engage with the positive thing, he's just gonna like launch."
I know,
himself at me."
yeah,
But,
and like I always feel terrible for people like that, but it's like,
ugh.
there's nothing we can do for
you
him,
feel
know?
bad for him. You know, you're like, "Damn, this guy's probably gone through a lot to get here," and it's just weird to treat another human like a spam email that you're ignoring.
That's literally.
You're like,
That's like,
clearly they're asking for donations.
and you
And
have
you're
to
like,
just be like,
I'm good.
I can't, dude. You know the economy right now. I don't know if
Dude.
you do. I don't know if he participates,
Dude, I don't think he does. Not on the side that we participate on.
As
I
a
don't think-
person with a couple dollars in my bank
Yeah,
account, no
like-
big deal, really.
under his Bitcoin investment.
I bought like a whole pack of bananas the other day.
Holy
so
shit, a whole pack.
not even one by itself.
Could you spare me a nanner, dude?
I just ate the last nanner,
Oh
so
my God.
I'm a bit of a nanner
I'm a
enjoyer
bit of a
myself.
freak for a nanner. No cramp.
Yeah, human spam emails.
He was.
It's really
But
sad.
yeah, so we survived that.
We
I
did.
don't know why. Why did we bring that up? I brought it up. I don't know
Oh,
why I
like
did.
I don't know. Was it because we're talking about you learn from everything?
Yeah, don't do crack. I think
Don't do
that's what
crack.
we learned.
Don't do crack. Don't.
Yeah, just don't.
Don't sometimes.
So that was not a fun moment.
But no, it wasn't.
If you could relive one moment in your life again, where would you go? And
Ooh.
would you change anything about it?
Whoa.
Oh shit.
I think I will say I don't think I would change anything, regardless of where or when I went.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really think, everything happens for a reason, and
Yeah.
if you were to erase all your mistakes, you erase yourself.
Yeah. Like if I didn't wear the watch,
If you didn't wear the watch, how would we?
I've gotten a cool story.
Yeah, I've gotten an interesting story. Maybe we
Exactly.
changed his life. You know,
Yeah, probably
maybe
not.
probably not. but
Anyway,
know,
sorry.
but yeah, like I don't think I would change anything because I feel like
Mhm.
everything happens for a reason, even the stinky poopy stuff. If I had to relive a moment though, probably would hate that Nairner earlier. Just kidding.
It was so good.
I one thing I thought about a lot that I think would be so so if I went back, would I have the memories I have right now, or would I like be where like the person I was when I went back?
No, you'd have the perspective. You'd have the 2020 perspective.
2026 perspective.
You wouldn't have COVID. You just have the 2020 perspective.
Yo.
That baby born, I'm about to teach in 5 years.
Yeah. That baby I'm going to teach in 5 years, just born. I felt it.
We're
felt
doing
his,
Oklahoma in 5 years.
Yeah.
You're
I think I
playing
would
curly.
love to experience the that first day at ADA again.
Yeah.
Cause like, obviously I'm still really close with like a ton of people from there,
Mm-hmm.
but like we're all so different now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're all so completely different people.
Yeah.
And I think that would just be super like fun. Like
Mhm.
have the perspective. I'm not changing anything.
Yeah.
But just like this is so weird to kind of
to
be here
relive
again.
like that, like everyone. It's like I miss that feeling of recess that came with the school we went to in particular, because a lot of people would get out at the same time of
and
class,
then it's like today's ours.
and then it's
like,
just all these like crazy kids are all together, and it was this fun. I mean, there was always chaotic shit going on all the time, but at the same time, there was just that feeling of like being let out for recess, and
Yeah.
the
Like,
beginning of school. And
you've
everything.
done your work for today. Now you can do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
While like, quote unquote real life, a lot of times it's like, at least I run into the problem of like, but have I done enough work today?
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
this is my recess now,
Mm-hmm.
but like, have I could do more.
Yeah.
Like, and so then it's just like,
I didn't earn my recess.
yeah,
I
so
just
then it's
ate
harder
Cocoa
to
Puffs.
enjoy sometimes.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have the definitive, like, I have 3 classes and then I can
Mm-hmm.
do whatever and have
Mhm.
fun or do the homework. Now it's just a lot more
Mm-hmm.
your own.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
great, I guess I'm going to work for 14 hours today because otherwise I will not earn the right to
Yeah.
sleep.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think that would be a fun little day to relive because I
Mhm.
don't know. Because luckily, I haven't lost anyone that I would like want to go back and
Yeah.
see again
Yeah.
yet. I'm throwing
Shout
that
out.
yet in there so that way Destiny doesn't decide to be like, hey, I got
Remember that
news
time?
for you.
Yeah, you said that thing. Shibuya.
Remember when you said that into a microphone? Yeah, I just think that would be a fun little like, oh, this is before the incident. Like, before the great
meteor
divide.
struck. Yeah, the great divide. Yeah, it's true.
It'd be fun to kind of
Oh.
see everybody again,
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think.
I agree. That feeling of, because you did your first year online, correct?
Yeah, I did.
And then I was in person, then it skipped a year. But then when we all came back in person after COVID,
Yeah.
there were some people that I hadn't met, like you, but then there were some
Mhm.
people I had met, and like some people just had a beard now or whatever. But otherwise, we were like, just everybody was similar, but changed because of COVID. But at the same time, even if we didn't know each other, we were all excited to be together after being pulled apart for
Yeah.
so long. So
And
it was such a good day. Yeah.
yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
so excited to be in person again, like
Yeah.
especially like all the first years, like me, like online, because we were all home
Yeah.
for like a whole year.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be doing college and we're home.
Yeah.
And all my college is on fuck ass Zoom. I mean,
Fuck-ass
Zoom is great for what it is. Zoom is,
it's
connected
alright.
a lot of people.
It's all right.
It's fine.
Zoom's all right.
But
yeah.
I'm doing acting classes in my room.
Yeah.
On Zoom.
Not
and that's
the best.
I did 12 Angry Jurors in my room with sticky notes on the wall for where each juror was. And
Yeah.
got to act at a sticky note for an hour and a half.
Which
Now, I did
talk
learn
about-
stuff.
Yeah, talk about pretending, learning how to
Yeah.
pretend. Yeah.
You learned stuff, but was it awesome? No.
No.
But I did learn that I really value human
Mhm.
connection.
Yeah.
And I think we all learned that a lot. And so
If you didn't learn that, then I don't know what the hell you learned.
I don't know.
yeah.
But I think that's why that energy was there. It's like we're all so excited to be in person and have
Mhm.
friends again
Yep.
that are here,
Yeah.
that I can go
to In and Out at 3 a.m. with
Mhm.
because we're here now instead of like, you want to FaceTime, I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
guess. Yeah.
um,
No, it's true.
what a time.
What a time. Yeah. Miss that. Don't miss the COVID, but we missed
Yeah, not
the
missing the vid
community.
too much.
All right, I'll ask you one last question.
Oh, here we go.
It's a big one.
The big one.
Oh, boo. How do you want to be remembered?
Ooh, how do I want to be remembered?
Mhm.
I think I want to be remembered like it's kind of vague at first, but I want to be remembered fondly, obviously, but
Mhm.
definitely in a way of like I want to be remembered in a way of even when things can get hard, you can still do it. You
Mhm.
know, like I would love to be remembered in a way of like that I could help others get through harder times
Mhm.
somehow. You know, be like, well, if he was able to do it, you know, I want to try to do it. You know, and so because I think that's the biggest thing you can kind of give back to the world is like hope.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I mean, obviously you could cure cancer, and that's a great thing to give.
That
the
would be
world.
cool.
That'd be cool too.
And we're just kind of sitting on it.
Yeah,
we got a busy
Money's
day.
more important than people's lives.
Yeah,
obviously.
Obviously.
I'm looking at you, capitalism.
Yeah, campus
Oh,
sitting there like
yeah,
that.
I'm looking at you, monopolies.
Starbucks.
But you know, I think a thing that can kind of transcend all that is hope. You know, because if people lose that, it becomes harder to do literally anything.
Mhm.
You know, it becomes hard to do your laundry. It becomes hard to feel like you can do anything useful.
Mhm.
And so I think I'd really love to be remembered in a way, you know, that inspires other people. And I
Mhm.
don't really know how that
Yeah.
would happen, but that would be really awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would mean more to me than anything else. If like someone is just going through the darkest time ever and somehow, you know, whether it's like cool content I made or whatever, a quote or something like could help them get through the day or get through that moment. I think that's how I'd want to be.
Yeah.
You know, remembered.
That's
and
awesome.
The legacy left behind.
Legacy.
You know,
Dutch. No, but that's cool and I think you're already doing that with all the kids that you get to help teach and show the awesomeness and magic of theater. I mean, that's a huge deal, especially for like the 40 class of 40 kids that haven't been able to experience theater before. You're already doing that, and I know when you messaged me saying I'm gonna be in LA, like, can I come? Like, dude, we were all so pumped because it's Hunter. Yes, dude. So, you're already like such a light in everybody's lives. So
thanks, man.
Yeah, of course. And so I think you already pretty much accomplished that. So good work.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah. What gives you hope specifically, would you say?
I think the fact that the big thing that's given me hope is that at the end of the day, everything's about perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, it's always about how you are viewing it. You know, the frickin' world can be ending. Everything's terrible. But then you're like, I can do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And your entire body can feel heavy and your head hurts and I can't focus and all this stuff. And it's like, but I'll just do it anyway.
Yeah.
And like, even if you write one page, one paragraph, or do your laundry, you know, it's like those little moments of like, but I did it.
Yeah.
Regardless of it all, you know, regardless of whatever dumb thing is making me feel like that today, or, you know, you do an incredible accomplishment. But it's that fact of no matter what, do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And stories of people doing that. And unironically, the big thing that does inspire me a lot is like, you know, stories, you know, like fantasy, real stories, anything like that. Like obviously I love storytelling. It's my job is storytelling.
Yeah.
And I think there's a reason that every single culture throughout the world always has a version of storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it shows you can.
Yeah.
It opens that door, even if it's fantasy, even if it's not real.
Like
it's
Frindle.
like yeah, exactly. Like it's like a proof, even if it is made up, that it can work.
Yeah.
And that you should try in the face of everything. And you know, Spider-Man,
Dude,
that's my guy.
he's been through a lot.
I love Spider-Man because
He's the best.
like through like, you know, so many stories, all of the stories, like he's the epitome of giving hope even when he has none.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like even when he's like, I can't win, I can't do this, nothing will work. He sees a person that he inspires,
Yep.
and he's like, it's worth it. All of a sudden,
Yep.
it's worth it.
Yeah. And I also think like a lot of people have said this before, but you know, would you read a story if the main character never went through anything? You know,
Yeah,
probably not.
probably not.
Would you have a memorable story? No.
Mm-mm.
So don't you technically want to live a life that's memorable?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, then that will come with things that aren't easy and
that comes with challenges.
yeah, and it's not maybe a dragon, but maybe it's your printer not working, and that really
And that's-
freaking sucks, dude. Because I'm trying to print off this really cool picture of a cat to give to somebody.
That's a dragon.
That is a
That's
dragon.
Modern day dragons.
Yes.
Okay, they didn't go extinct. They turned into printers.
They
all
turn
right. So that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, no, I think it's just little things like that.
Yeah.
You know, just little moments of storytelling or finding ways to tell stories that inspire other
Mhm.
people. Or just like, you know, texting someone you haven't talked to in a while and being
Yeah.
like, hey, I hope you're doing really good.
Yeah.
Do you want to, or just calling someone you haven't in a while.
Yeah.
Like there's so many ways to get hope or inspiration. The hardest part sometimes is trying to.
Mhm.
Like that's
Yeah.
sometimes the hardest thing.
Yeah.
And like risking looking dumb or
Mhm.
looking like an idiot or
Yeah.
looking whatever.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that has helped me too is viewing my life like a story
Mm-hmm.
and being like, what a crazy chapter that was. what an absolutely ape shit little story that is right there.
The Nardville world. What was? Is
Yeah,
it Nard-
Nardo
the
Land.
Nardo Land
Like-
chapter was insane.
The writer took some acid and just
yeah.
woke up and a chapter was written and
Were
he was
you
like, okay.
invited? I don't know.
I don't know what
I
that
don't
was.
know. We're gonna close that chapter.
Yeah, we're gonna just turn the page and move on. But yeah, like viewing
Yeah.
your life like a story,
Yeah.
with all the bad stuff and challenges, and then giving value to them by learning from them is
Yeah.
a very silly way that I
Mhm.
have learned to cope with some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like just like, hey, what a crazy part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna choose to learn from this.
Yep.
And there's gonna be a really beautiful lesson in it
Yeah.
because I'm choosing to open myself to the fact that there could be one.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's not. Sometimes
Yes.
the lesson is don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
And that's still a good lesson.
I've had
to
that
learn.
lesson a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know about you, but
Sometimes it's a
Yeah.
simple one.
yeah,
But still sometimes you gotta get punched in the face with it to
Mhm.
really take it to heart.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's good.
Heck
That's good. Well, thank you, man, for being on. It's been fun.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm glad I met you 4-ish years ago on that college day.
Heck yeah, on that
We
that
all left
sunny
the freeway.
college day.
We jumped off the freeway.
Yeah.
We wrote several songs on that trip to Runyon Canyon.
Watch out. for
So
some banger
they're on the way.
songs.
To
Yeah.
name a couple of the titles, we don't have to sing them yet,
Yeah.
but one of them's called "I Ate My Twin in the Womb."
I vape now.
I vape now.
I vape now. We got
Pickleball.
pickleball.
That one's tough.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
We also have
Oh, Freddy.
Freddy's
Freddy's about a we were walking and this dog basically was sitting and chilling, laying out because he was tired. The owner was waiting with him.
like chilling.
Straight up
just laid out
And
on these
then-
like pebbles. Like
just out. And then there were a couple other dogs with him, but then they went back to look to see what's up with our dog who's just straight chilling.
yeah, what's going on with
But when they were walking back, they got really close to falling off a cliff. And we were
yeah,
like,
got really close to the
"Whoa."
edge.
And so we wrote a whole song about a dog named Freddy that slips off the edge, but thankfully he had a parachute.
He was ready.
Freddy was ready
Freddy was ready.
until we're working out the details.
Yeah. There is a Nazi cat involved.
there is a Nazi cat.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be, just wait for it.
It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be huge. The Grammys are not ready for this album.
No, it's gonna be crazy. You know how Fortnite changed the gaming industry?
hmm
This is the Fortnite of rap.
Yeah, we're gonna add microtransgressions to.
You can buy the album, but you have to buy specific songs to get the true lyrics. to the
Yeah,
album.
and in order to get like the lo-fi version or the dubstep version of songs, like a new Fortnite skin, you have to
yeah,
buy it for like $2.99. But if you just give us your mom's credit card, it's not a big deal.
yeah. You
We'll
can
do it
also
for
buy
you.
the battle pass, and if you listen to a certain number of minutes, you can unlock them that way too.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be great.
We're gonna have chapters and seasons for this as well. The storm is white noise that invades your song. So if you don't pay us more money,
Yeah.
we infused our songs with white noise that take over and kind of ruin it.
Or you can turn on your location, and you have to move locations to listen to it.
Yeah.
If you don't run fast enough,
You
it just turns to white noise.
That's horrifying, actually.
And
That-
we're only gonna be $1 billion company and not
Yeah.
donate to charity.
Nah, we just really think we need that much money for Subway.
Yeah, we don't have enough.
No.
You
we're-
also can't use multiple accounts.
No, you
For-
can't
or,
share.
you can't use one account for multiple people.
No, don't share your password.
Yeah, honestly, we only have 7 zeros behind our names. So
Yeah, we'll probably
kinda
go for
selfish.
10 or 11 this year, actually, after. It's not
we
a
only
big
make
deal.
literally $400 million a minute.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
Like-
how are you supposed to live off that?
How am I going to buy 19 yachts if you don't
Yeah.
buy 27 memberships for your family?
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
You don't need to eat.
No,
Come on.
we do.
Be part of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Just be a gear in the machine.
Yeah.
All right?
That'd be cool. That's the whole goal with the songs, anyway.
Yeah. That really took a turn.
That really did.
That really took a we're artists to we are the problem very quickly. That was
I'm just worried somebody's gonna steal our ideas now.
I know, we kind of just told them everything.
Shit.